In the face of rising tensions in the Pacific, the U.S. Coast Guard stands resolute, working hand in hand with allies to ensure stability and security in international waters. This isn't just about patrols. It's about partnerships. It's about safeguarding freedom of navigation and deterring aggression. Welcome to Bravo Nomad, where we dive into the strategic efforts shaping the future of maritime security. Let's break down the critical missions, the alliances, and what it all means in the midst of China's escalating presence in the region. A United States Coast Guard ship has arrived in Northeast Asia as it prepares to conduct a joint exercise with South Korean and Japanese counterparts amid escalating maritime assertiveness by China. USCGC Stratton, a U.S. Coast Guard national security cutter, has been deployed in the western Pacific Ocean since early May. It arrived in the Philippines, a U.S. treaty ally with territorial disputes against China in the South China Sea, 2 weeks ago for an exercise. South Korea and Japan, American treaty allies, face maritime challenges from China, with the East Asian power installing structures in the Yellow Sea and East China Sea, and unilaterally declaring no-sail zones near the Korean Peninsula, raising concerns. U.S. Naval Forces Korea announced that the Stratton arrived at Busan Naval Base in South Korea on Thursday for a trilateral engagement with South Korean and Japanese Coast Guards to improve their interoperability and collaboration in the Indo-Pacific region. The exercise, scheduled to run from May 29 to June 2, is focused on joint search and rescue, in accordance with an agreement reached last year that aims to strengthen coordination among the three parties for maritime disaster response, according to the South Korean Coast Guard. The Stratton is also expected to conduct a second trilateral drill in Japan, which will involve the Japanese and Philippine Coast Guards, the U.S. Embassy in Manila previously revealed. Consistent U.S. Coast Guard national security cutter deployments to the region demonstrate the U.S. commitment to strong maritime governance that supports security, freedom, and prosperity in the Western Pacific, the U.S. Coast Guard said. During its months-long deployment, the Stratton is assigned to Destroyer Squadron 15, the U.S. 7th Fleet's principal surface force, the U.S. Coast Guard added. The Japan-based fleet maintains America's naval presence in the Western Pacific and Indian Oceans. In addition to trilateral Coast Guard exercises, the U.S. and its Northeast Asian allies have regularly conducted joint naval drills. In mid-March, an American aircraft carrier, USS Carl Vinson, joined the Japanese and South Korean navies for a war game in the East China Sea. Stratton is currently deployed under the tactical control of Destroyer Squadron 15 and seeks to strengthen global maritime governance to preserve sovereignty, share information, facilitate force-multiplying partnerships, and demonstrate professionalism to reinforce the rule of law at sea. A South Korean Coast Guard official said on Wednesday, "This drill is even more meaningful in that it is the first joint exercise led by the ROK Coast Guard, and it is an opportunity for the three countries to share real-time information and check rescue response systems as if it were a real battle." ROK stands for the Republic of Korea, the official name of South Korea. It remains to be seen how the U.S. Coast Guard will maintain its presence in the Western Pacific Ocean in addition to its role of stopping the flow of illegal migrants and drugs to the U.S. by sea.
Is this next turn?
Nice Air Force 341.
The shot was good. We're going to stay here for a little bit.
Roger.
Runners left 15 degrees.
All right. Knots. I'm just ahead.
I'm not seeing it crossing.
Come on, I'm just ahead. 2 turns for 12 knots.
Very well.